shorty, light skin, tatted, that's fat. I need your number and that's that. I need your number and that's that. Black hair, bob, nice teeth, smile. I like it, style. I like it, shorty, light skin, tatted.
Anyway, hey guys, it's the one and only Maliha, back with another video. I told y'all I'm going full throttle with this YouTube stuff. I'm ready to take over. Lip gloss. Oh my god, where did I put my lip gloss? Nah, yo, nah. Nailed it. We made it. We made it. Okay, let me get the couch right. Okay. Alright, y'all. You'll see the fit. You'll see the fit. Real cute. To be in the crib, you know what I'm saying? Real bumpable to be in the crib. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me catch my breath. I'm tired. Lip gloss had me working. Whew. Hot now. I gotta undo these. They real cute, but not right now. Put me through hell. It's not even nothing in here. This is my fave. Definitely doing the lip gloss review. Lip gloss is on the way. Ordered them already. I just wanna make sure that I'm comfortable and cute. Okay, so yeah, we're here today with a Q&A. I got all these questions from either my Twitter or my Instagram. I'm gonna go ahead and put questions up and get started. Just to let you guys know, I'm gonna try very, very hard not to rant. So I'm gonna try to get a brief answer and move on to the next question. But I'm very thankful for whoever participated in my polls, because without you guys, I would not have these questions. So, first question. If you could change one thing, what would it be? Honestly, I wouldn't change anything because, hold on, let me close the door. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so I had to do that because people in my house are sleeping and I'm not rude, okay? Period. First question. If you could change one thing, what would it be? Honestly, I wouldn't change anything because I'm a firm believer in that everything happens for a reason. So like, let's just say for example, you need to go somewhere that's an hour away, right? Your cousin stood you up, they can't take you no more. Two things. One, God is gonna test you to see how hard you wanna go to find another ride to make sure you get to wherever you wanna go. Or two, God is preventing you from doing something that he doesn't want you to do. Like, that hour away might be a dick appointment or something like that. And God's saying, girl, you don't need that dick. But you beasting for that dick. But God said, no, girl, no dick. So, just take it as a sign. Take everything as a sign. Understand that everything happens for a reason. You never know. That car might have ended up in like a fender bender. Somebody hit them at a red light. They end up calling the cops. Now you late to your dick appointment. Sis, like I said, God said no, you was supposed to go. Period. So just take everything as a sign. I wouldn't change anything. Everything happens for a reason. I should actually get that tattoo because, yeah. Oh my God. I wrote the question list at 1:18 in the morning. That's my birthday. That's what I mean by like believing in God. Like, I was supposed to do this video. That's on period. Okay, so Where did I like living better, Atlanta or LA? Okay, so honestly, LA and Atlanta are two different places, and my experiences in both have been so different because honestly I haven't been able to experience Atlanta on like I live here level because I got here in March and we were in quarantine. Like literally my lease was over in March in LA, and I didn't know that when I got here we was going to be messed up shorties, like can't go out the crib, sit still, Maliha. So I haven't been able to network or anything like that, so I can't really say that, oh, I love Atlanta more, I've been able to prosper here more or quicker. Like I can't really compare the two just yet. I haven't gotten to feel the I live in Atlanta vibe. But LA has been great to me in so many ways. It has pushed me. It has taught me so much about myself and what I'm willing to endure, because like no matter how hard my situation was or what I had to go through, like I got through it. It made my faith stronger. Like my relationship with God has gotten so much stronger. Like it's different. Like my experience with LA is completely different. I needed to live in LA in order to get to this person that I'm at right now. So it's just different. So can't really compare the two just yet. But I do want to continuously like bounce around and like live in multiple places, if that makes sense. So how long have I been in business? Okay, so I've been in business for 2 years now. November 20th will make my 3rd year, and I gotta do it big because threes, baby, that's a godly number, you know what I'm saying? So threes. What else? Oh yeah, so I actually got my LLC September 6th of 2018. It was either September 6th or September 7th. When I told my mom I wanted to start Cares by Maliha, KBM for short, she literally went down to the city hall and got my LLC for me. My mom do not play about me, and that's on period. I could tell my mom I want to sell chocolate bars, and my daughter sell chocolate bars. What's up? You need a chocolate bar? Like my mom is on it, so that's on period. I wonder how many times I say period. Where was your fave place to travel? Okay, so I'm honestly a person where I'm really hard to please. Like we could get on a roller coaster and you could be like, oh my god, that was the best roller coaster ever, and I'm just sitting there like, it was cool. Out of all the countries that I have been to, or the states, because I have been able to travel a lot in my lifetime, which I'm very, very thankful for, because traveling is one of the best experiences ever. You can learn so much just by traveling. No textbook needed, boo. But what was the question again? I'll be going on tangents. Where was my favorite place to travel? Okay, so out of all the countries that I've ever been to, I'm going to say China was my favorite place that I've ever been to, because I think that was the most like international place I've ever been. Like it was like a 12 to 14 hour flight. Culture shock for real. Like this is how they live, like this is what they do. And it was a business trip, so that's what like helped me grow KBM to this day, like the whole 9 yards. Like China is freaking lit when it comes to business, and I would love to go 80 more times, because every time I come back I know I'm going to come back more resourceful, more knowledgeable, with more intentions to grow my business. So why not go to China? Go to China, you know what I'm saying? Go to China. Well, when the Rona and stuff is all over and done with, we can all go to China, I swear to God. Was leaving LA hard? Okay, so no, leaving LA was not hard for me, because first of all, I love being in and out. I love going to new places. Like I still want to like live in Houston, Texas. I still want to live out the country for a couple months at a time. Like I still have so much more that I want to do. And originally when I went to LA, I knew I wanted to be bi-coastal, so I knew I wanted to have houses in multiple places. Like when I left Jersey, you wasn't on no like, fuck Jersey. Like I wasn't on that type time. I was definitely on some like, I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna have a crib here, I'm gonna have a crib in Atlanta, I'm gonna have a crib in Houston, I'm gonna have a crib in LA, a crib overseas. Like I'm coming for all that. You just have to live in that place for a certain amount of time just to fill it out, to make sure that it's the right place for you and what you can do there while you're there. Because like what I can do in Jersey, I can't do in LA, and what I can do in LA, I can't do in Jersey. But I can split my time there evenly if I choose to, or whenever I want to. So leaving LA was not hard for me because it wasn't my like, what is it called? Not welfare. That's not what I was looking for. But it wasn't like my forever goodbye, like LA, I'm never coming back, like you guys were terrible to me. It wasn't on that vibe. I ended my lease in March, and I knew that when my lease was over in March, I was coming to Atlanta, and my mindset was, I'm gonna kill it out there. Like, I'm gonna grow KBM. I'm gonna be in rooms that I couldn't even think of. I'm gonna have conversations with some dope ass people. Like, that was my mindset. And I knew that I was gonna plant a seed here that was gonna allow me to have this, to go get another place in LA, to come back and forth freely, create that bi-coastal vibe I was aiming for this entire time. So like, no, leaving LA was not hard for me. I'm so thankful that I was in a position where I left on good terms. I don't know if you guys know anybody in LA, but a lot of people don't make it. They can't survive. They end up leaving, and leaving bad ties behind. Like, you don't want to ever leave a lease. You don't ever want to like have to quit a job because you can't afford to stay there. You gotta move hours. You gotta move back hours away. So that's kind of like a really like tragic situation. I'm very thankful that I ended on good terms and I was ready to open up a new chapter in my life, because I'm here, baby. What's good? What's good? Okay, so next question. Why didn't I go on my birthday trip? So, good question. I'm gonna be honest, but I will not name drop. We don't do that over here. But so for those of you who don't know, I was supposed to go to London and Barcelona, Spain for my 22nd birthday trip. Now, I had somebody in my life at the time. We were cool, and okay, hold up. I'm really big on principle. Like, principality to me goes such a long way. Like, I have an old soul. Like, I'm really old school when it comes to a lot of things, and I just feel like if you put somebody else in harm's way, that person at least deserves an apology. Or, you know, just that reassurance to let them know, like, everything's gonna be okay. I'm sorry I put you in this predicament. I got everything under control, though. Don't trip. Come on, people. But, so long story short, we left LA. We flew to New York. We stayed in Jersey for a couple days. And the plan was, after we stayed in Jersey, we was gonna fly to London, from London to Spain, and from Spain back to LA. A lot going on. Birthday vibes. You know what I'm saying? The big 22. However, this situation was just all crumbling down. And I'm not a careless person. Like, I cannot roam around freely without knowing that my responsibilities are taken care of, or like, I don't know, that I think that's also what makes me a great entrepreneur, because like when things aren't done or things need to be done, I can't rest. Like, I gotta tackle it. I gotta put a cap on it and at least know like we're here with it. We can't be going down hard with it. We gotta go this way or that way. I'm cool with that for a little bit, but after that we gotta go like that. So and at the time I just felt like, why would I go overseas with someone that I didn't feel like, I'm not gonna say didn't respect my position in the situation, but like I was just really like emotional at the time, and like I didn't know what to do. So I just felt like the best answer was, it's okay, cool, I'm not gonna go. I don't even want to, put myself in that kind of predicament, because right now I don't know who to trust. I don't know what to do. So it just came down to that. So I know that God will let me go to London one day and Barcelona just at another time. And back to question number one, everything happens for a reason. So I'm not even tripping. I know that I will go one day. So yeah. Okay, so next question. So this is like two questions in one, but I'm gonna answer it. So Who was my first business sale to? Let me show y'all that my mom do not play about me. My mom told me from the rip that she was gonna be my first, she was gonna be my first customer, and that whenever I dropped something, she was gonna be able to purchase everything. So let's go back to November 20th, 2018. Hold on. Can y'all see that? Stephanie Davies, that's my mommy, and she bought all 3 items that was available on my website at the time. So when I first launched the KBM website, I had 3 pieces: the initial piece, the petite initial piece, and the LA bands. LA bands are gold rings. Very hot commodity, by the way. But yeah, her purchase totaled out to be $125, period. And she got free shipping, because when you spend over $100 on my website, you get free shipping. So my mom was my first customer, and she do not play about me. She was up and she was ready to go. So the next part of the question says, oh, wrong phone. Wrong phone. Okay. So what did I learn from Milano? Okay, so I can go on a whole rant about my Milano experience. It was amazing. It was amazing. If you guys want me to do like my whole Milano experience from beginning to where I am today in another video, I can definitely do that. But I'm gonna try to like not go on a rant. Let me just tell y'all something. Milan Boss, BOSS, 10. She a 10. She really a 10 in my eyes. Like when I tell you, there's no such thing as perfect, and that's not what she aims to be. But when you meet somebody who's beautiful inside and out, righteous, believes in God, wants nothing more than to just be successful the right way, and treats everybody in her path with respect, that's who you need to call on. Milan is that girl, that chick. Let me put some respect on it. She's the one, period. And let me just say, she taught me a lot about like production, like what goes on behind the cameras, like things that people don't typically see, that you have no clue what's going on or whatever. I learned a lot from her and her team. She taught me things like, prime example, when you order things from overseas, they can get stuck in customs. I had no clue things could get stuck in customs, but she put me onto that. All right, this would be my third point that she taught me, and this should be your takeaway from the answer for this question. When God puts you in an environment, this environment includes successful people, like-minded people, an environment you're not used to but you want to get familiar with, be a sponge. It's okay to be inspired. It's okay to be a student and allowing someone else to be the teacher. And it's okay to want to follow in somebody else's footsteps. You feel me? If you see a successful person and you get the opportunity to ask them some questions, or you get the opportunity to be in the same environment as them, pay attention, be a sponge. Literally, I can sit here and say I learned so much from Milan from just by paying attention. Simply paying attention. Why? Because she's a leader. She leads by example. It's only right. If you're put in an environment like that and you don't pay attention, you just a slouch. You just want to be here with it all the time. You a waste of opportunity. Because somebody else would love to be in that position, to even be that close to somebody like her. You know what I'm saying? So it was only right. It was only right, okay? Let me put the emphasis on the right. Like, shout out to Maliha. I love that girl. Like, thanks for making me a little sis. Thanks for playing that big sis role. Like, I really needed her. Like, her team, her workmanship, her hustle, her heart. Like, good vibes, only good vibes, period. Okay, so next question. It says, what made me want more out of life? Okay, so I honestly cannot say what or when made me want more out of life. I'm really not sure what this question is supposed to mean, but from my own interpretation, my first initial response would be, I always wanted more. I always wanted bigger, better, faster, smarter. Like I always wanted that. Like when I was a kid, I could just sit here and remember, like, I was in my purple room. Like, this is the house that I grew up in. The house I grew up in was purple. Well, my room was purple. And like I just can remember just sitting on the floor. I used to always like sit on the floor and like daydream. Like, I'm definitely a dreamer. And I used to daydream. I was like, I'm gonna have a big house. Like, everything gonna be custom. I'm gonna design my house the way I want. Like, high ceilings, staircase like this, glass windows, like custom sinks to fit the perfect height. Like, baby, I'm a kid. Like, literally, I moved in this house when I was in 3rd or 4th grade, not even 10 years old yet, knowing that one day I'm gonna build my own house and design it the way that I want. I'm gonna have the hottest car out. How do you get those things? You work hard. You follow your dreams. Like, I knew that as a kid. And I feel like, I say this all the time, the Maliha I was when I was an adolescent is the Maliha I am today. I feel like my character has not changed. If anything, has only expanded. And my character is like this flower. Like, I learn more and more. I experience life and I just go up, you feel me? And the more I go up, the bigger my thoughts. And the bigger my thoughts, the bigger my dreams, the bigger my wants become. You know what I mean? Like, everybody wants a Chanel bag. Come on now. And if you don't want a Chanel bag, that's cool. That's absolutely okay. But where I'm going, I need a Chanel bag. I need my custom house and my fast ass car. So I'm not really sure, but that's what I got from that question. So I hope I answered that correctly. And then my last question is from my mom. She wrote me, do you love me?
Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me. Cause I want you and I need you. And I'm down for you always.
But yes, mommy, I love you, I love you, I love you. And I cannot wait for the day when I can buy you your dream car, cash, no deposits, no leases, no payments, no monthly payments. Like, I'm coming for it. I love you, mommy. Love that woman. I really do. But yeah, y'all, that concludes all the questions for my Q&A. You guys are amazing. Those are some really great questions. I hope I can do more. This is what I want to be doing. So thank you for supporting my Q&A with your questions. I don't know. Gorgeous. Flawless. But yeah, y'all, let me stop playing. Ciao. It's a wrap.